sir. Beginning with agenda item D1 is approval of the 2014 Bartow County Board of Education work session and business meeting dates.
Questions?
Just a couple comments on there. I don't have an issue going with the dates, but this, and you did a great job, by the way, of moving up, getting us the stuff sooner.
Yes, sir.
And that would be my only concern is, I know some things come, I don't like to put something in stone because I know things can happen and you may not get data for a situation, but if we could just ask you to continue to get us that a week or more ahead to us, I could support that.
Yes, sir. I think you'll find that to be the case.
Any other questions?
Yeah, just a comment. Really, you know, I really wasn't in favor of this. We talked about it last year. I just feel like this creates a situation that we're less transparent to the community. And honestly, we could be in a situation, and it's, you know, we talked about this again last year, where the community is finding out about actions that were taken after we've already voted on it. You know, in particular when we have issues posted on the agenda, sometimes in a timely manner. So I just don't understand why we need to have this short of a compressed time period with the meetings. I think we've had numerous instances where various members of the board have needed that extra week to be able to ask additional questions or to have things clarified. And when we're having the work session and the actual voting meeting on the same night, I don't know that it's given any of us enough time to do any due diligence on our own part, but it certainly gives the community no time to give us any input on what we're trying to accomplish.
Other questions or comments? Dr. Harper?
Mr. Chairman, item D2 is the approval of renovations and modifications for the Bartow County College and Career Academy. You've heard that discussion from Dr. Saban and Mr. Dahlia. Public safety, healthcare, and a student center and some science labs there. You see the three companies that, or two that made the, gave us some information about whether or not they wanted to perform that work. And you see the bid tab with Bowen and Watson having the lowest bid. Board members, that money is coming from the grant that the College and Career Academy received from the state.
Questions? Dr. Harper?
Item D3, Mr. Chairman and board members, is a contingency of $45,000 for that work. As you always know, oftentimes there's something that comes up and we have to act very quickly, and we may not have a timely meeting to be able to make that decision, but that's a contingency for those renovations that will take place next door.
Questions? Dr. Harper?
Board members, I'm very excited about the White and Hamilton Crossing renovations that you see. You see the submittals in a tab sheet behind this, and it's $9,028,956,000 to complete those renovations. As you know, one of the goals that has been given to me by this board and other boards is to eliminate the mobile classrooms that we have, and this will do that at those two schools, as well as work on parking and individual added classroom space and to help the traffic flow there. And you see that J&R Construction had the lowest bid of $8,163,577 with, and next month, Mr. Chairman, we'll look and study and see what kind of contingency we need for that. But we did a due diligence there and had a nice committee that put that together, and then checked the J&R Construction for references on the work they've done in the past and found them to be acceptable.
Questions?
I just want to say thanks to Di for helping to explain that chart to me, because I was having confusion adding up the alternates and stuff like that, but I'm good with that.
Any other questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, that's the agenda for this evening.
Any public participation?
No, sir.
All right, this time I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the work session. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, if you raise your hand, please. It's 5-0. This time I'll call our business meeting to order. First item is the approval of the minutes. You have the December 16th, 2013 work session minutes before you. I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll make a motion we approve those minutes.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, if you raise your hand, please. It is 5-0. You see the December 16, 2013 business meeting minutes. I'll entertain a motion to approve those minutes before you.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, if you raise your hand, please. It's 5-0. At this time, I entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, if you'll raise your hand, please. It's 5-0. You have the consent agenda before you. At this time, I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'd like to have number 1 pulled out, please.
Okay. We've had a request that item number 1, D1, be pulled and voted separately. Any other? Okay. At this time, I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda that includes items D2, 3, and 4.
Make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, if you'll raise your hand, please. It's 5-0. Now we have the item for D1. I'll entertain a motion to approve item D1.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, if you'll raise your hand, please. All those opposed? Vote is 4-1. It is approved. We'll now entertain a motion to go into executive session to